Hi, my name is Patricia Kalman, and I will be doing my presentation on Hortensia Speech. Hortensia is a prominent Roman woman who is famous for giving a speech against the taxation of women in front of the members of the Second Triumvirate in 42 BC. Little is known about her earlier life, aside from her career as an orator, and that she was the daughter of Quintus Hortensius, a Roman diplomat and advocate. Due to her father's background and influence, Hortensia grew up in a wealthy household, and because of this, she had access to learning Greek and Latin literature from a young age, in which helped her in her career. Leading up to her speech in 42 BC, the second triumvirate of Antony, Octavian, and Lepidus proposed to raise money for the war against the assassination of Julius Caesar by taxing the property of 1,400 rich Roman women. Outraged over the taxation of their properties, the wealthy women of Rome came together and they barged into the court of the second triumvirate, and this is where Hortensia gives her speech. As was appropriate for women like ourselves when addressing a petition to you, we rushed to your womenfolk, but we did not get the treatment we were entitled to from phobia, and have been driven by her into the foment. You have already stolen from us our fathers and our sons and husbands and brothers by your prescription, on the grounds that they had wronged you. But if you also steal from us our properties, you will set us into a state unworthy of our families and manners and our female gender. If you claim that you have in any way been wronged by us, as you were by our husbands, prescribe us as you did them. But if we women had not voted any of you public enemies, if we did not demolish your homes or destroy your armies or led another army against you, if we had not kept you from public office or honor, why should we share the penalty if we had no part in the wrongdoing? Why should we pay taxes when we have no part in public office or honors or command our government in general? An evil you have fought over with such disastrous result. Because you say this is a time of war, when have there not been war? And when have women paid taxes? By nature of their sex, women are absorbed from paying tax among all mankind. Our mothers on one occasion long ago were superior to their sex and paid taxes. When your old government was threatened and the city itself, when the Carthaginians were threatening you, they gave willingly, not from their lands or their fields or their dowry or their household, in which life would be unbearable for free women, but only from their own jewelries, and not with a fixed price set on it, nor under the threat of informant or accused, or by force, but they gave as much as themselves chose. Why are you now so anxious about the government or the country? But if there shall a war against the Celts or Parthians, we will not be less eager for our country welfare than our mothers, but we will never pay taxes for civil war, and we will not cooperate with you against each other. We did not pay taxes to Caesar or to Pompey, nor did Marius ask us for contribution, nor Sin nor Cilia, even though he was a tyrant over this country. And you say that you are reestablishing the republic? Overall, I found Hortensia's speech to be very powerful. She made her statement came across what she believed in and what she wanted to say to them. I believe her to be way ahead of her time. She is, you could say, like the woman activist of her time. She stood up for herself. She stood up for the other women around her. I also really enjoyed when she basically reminded them that women held no power in government, they held no office, so it doesn't make sense for them to pay taxes. And there were actually a couple of times that she kind of made a little shot at them. She also stated that women help them out when that their mothers helped them out in times of war long ago. And the best part for me is when she compared them to a tyrant, basically. So she's saying, you're such a horrible person, and that you're a tyrant, that you're allowing us women to pay taxes and we're not allowed to. And then she basically stated so beautifully, and you say that you are reestablishing the republic. I thought that part was really good too. I just believe that she is way ahead of her time. Of course she is, but it's just beautifully done how she states everything, and how she stood up for herself, and how she stood up for other women around her, and she basically put them in their place. Brilliantly done. I love it, and this is why I choose her for my presentation basically.